Yes, welcome to another installment of the Perspective. I go by the name of Jeff D. I got Stephanie right here, VZ.
Hello.
I got Vanessa,
Hey guys.
and I got Stephanie over here.
Hi.
Nikki couldn't make it today. She's working long, hard hours at her regular job, so we wish Nikki all well. I know she's tuning in. I know she's watching, and I have something to talk about before we get things
I would hope
started.
so. It's a talk show.
before we get things started. It's about something I put up on my Facebook not too long ago. So on Monday was the Love and Hip Hop reunion show, right? And it got into the Peter situation, and I wrote, at this point, I don't even blame Peter anymore. And here's why.
I like that. I like that.
And here's why. If you know he ain't, I'm not gonna try to curse tonight.
Right.
Holy
at-
Week.
At this
Right.
point, I went through a whole season of disasters with this man, the both of you guys,
Right.
and both of y'all still decided to get pregnant by the man. Who's more at fault than all this now? When they asked his friend Rich Dollars, he said, "Oh, I blame all of them still." At this point, no. Peter, you actually was telling the truth. And he was telling the truth.
To a certain
He
extent.
was.
To an extent.
This season, I'm very proud of him because he told.
Proud? You would
know
use that
why?
word, proud?
He's been better than most. He's been
Than
He's-
he's been. However, he didn't completely disclose.
And that
it.
does not make him a good person
The man
anyway.
since last season has admitted, and this is what I really want to talk about, how he kind of was in love with two women.
Right.
Here we go.
And here's what I really want to talk about:
Here we go.
being in love with two
Here we go.
women.
Yep. Why I did that?
So now that I have it, I've had a friend of mine I worked with for a very, very long time, and he was in the same dilemma.
Okay.
We talked about it every day. It was just me and him in the kiosk. We used to talk about this thing every day. Like, bro, he was legitimately in two relationships, and he couldn't. And I always told him, yo, you have a side chick. He's like, no, he treats them both equally.
No, you don't.
No, here's the thing. He remembers. Here's the thing. Because I know I'm gonna get scolded for this one.
We're just having a whole other
Oh,
conversation.
there's like a visual
we're in a
conversation
whole
going on
nother
right now.
conversation.
Like,
Here's the thing. He met families of both.
what?
Yo,
He
was
invested.
he was doing
Wow.
this for a while. He met the families of both.
What's a while?
He messed with one.
Cut to the chase.
He messed with one for 2 years and another for like a year and a half. So both of them
About 2 years.
about 2
Same
years in a
time.
relationship, and he had equal anniversary dates, which he did celebrate with both of them.
He's
was,
the man.
He was good at this, and I
Nah,
said,
he's
and
the
I always
man.
sat him down. I said, bro, who are you willing to lose? And he said, honestly, bro, I don't want to lose any of them.
He's selfish.
You know what, Jeff? Honestly, I hate to cut you off because I feel like the story's gonna go on and
It's
on.
No.
not gonna end.
But so I used to think that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then until I asked one of my guy friends, Eves, shout out to Eves.
Oh.
And I asked, I said, can a guy be in love with two women? He said they always know who to choose. If push came to shove, they always know which one they would choose. He was like, trust me, if it was like a life or death thing and suppose two women were drowning, he know who he's saving. Period. Whether he got two of them, he knows. He knows. He may treat you equally, quote unquote, but there's always one. And I feel like with Peter Guns and these other two riffraffs,
No, that's what they are.
you have two damaged women with a
Damaged.
damaged man, and it equals a messed up
It's
situation.
the worst thing ever.
And I do agree with you. I no longer blame Peter Guns. However, I believe all of them are 100% responsible. For me, my opinion with that is, I feel like the two women are more competing with each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
of
more
course.
like, I got one up on you, I got one.
Right.
One is willing to get an abortion and get pregnant again just to
Yeah.
prove something else to the other woman. Now that's disgusting.
I think it's absolutely outrageous. I think that if a guy is in love with two women, y'all gonna think I'm crazy. I think that he should choose the second one, because if he was
love
really
with the
in love
first
with the first, he would not have fallen in love with the second.
What?
Hold on.
If
I
both of
understand
them-
this. Hold on.
If
I
both of them
understand.
are good women.
No.
right?
Don't get me wrong.
And you don't want to.
Listen to what I'm saying to
Alright.
you. I understand. I do think that you can be in love with two people.
Okay.
Definitely.
That's
think
what I
it's
wanted to- yeah,
possible.
yes.
I do think that you can be, because certain people trigger certain things in you.
Yes.
Certain things in you. However, if you were really in love with the first person, there wouldn't even be room enough to love the second person.
So, Steph,
So-
would you say in love or love?
There's two different things. I'm
Yes.
saying in love.
So you
in
can
love.
be
In love with two different
people.
people.
Yeah,
In
I
love?
think so. I think you can be in love with two
I
people.
feel like you could love both, but be in love with one.
But this is the thing. I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
When the KKK comes, you know
Thank
which
you.
one you're gonna choose.
Yes.
You know.
However, when it comes to Peter and Amina, what's the other dumb one name? Tara.
Tara.
That one, I can't
She's
even
the
stand that
dumbest.
one. She's the
She's
worst.
the dumbest.
She's the worst of the worst. We're not even gonna get into.
I do it for the kids.
I do it for kids.
She's the worst of the worst.
I get pregnant for the kids.
for the kids. I sleep with Peter for the kids. So she's the worst of the worst. And the reason why I say that is because you came in as the side chick, boo boo, because he has children on you before you and after you. You were with him for 15 years, but he never married you. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I can't. And you allowed him not to marry you.
Yes.
So you knew it. Then I don't care if he married
on, Steph.
Amina for the papers.
Well,
Whether he married her, he married her.
Mrs. Pinky, 2 times.
Okay.
But he
So-
never respected his marriage.
and he
since the
never
beginning.
asked for a divorce.
Whether
He never-
exactly,
he never
ex-
respected his
never-
marriage.
whether he
asked for a
respected it or
divorce.
not, he's not leaving her.
Mid.
So now, to me, Amina, granted, as stupid it is or not, she's the wife. I'm
the wife.
sorry, as dumb as it is or not, she's the wife.
Because if she's in the hospital, who's the wife?
Who's the
here?
wife here? Exactly.
But I feel-
Anyway,
but I
So
feel-
now,
DNR?
hold on.
all right.
The wife.
So now she's the wife.
Okay.
Granted, the reason why I don't fuck with either one of them, but I especially don't deal with Tara, is because you know it's not a secret anymore. She's the wife, and you still messed around with him.
And
You're supposed to be this high and mighty smart chick. At least Amina can kind of still pretend, oh, maybe I didn't know, maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. Tara, you knew for damn well he's not divorced. That man is not divorced.
And you had the nerve to give her advice.
And then
Before to have
this is the thing that pisses me off. Wait, this is the thing that pisses me off.
Come on.
You 18 weeks late?
18
Get
weeks.
the hell out of
All
here.
right.
18 weeks?
late.
Girl, bye.
Come on.
I can't.
You knew.
Go ahead. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I
The
got
mother of how much?
the
You
mother
know?
of 3. I don't care what anyone says. A girl is a week late, you peed on a stick. 18 weeks?
So,
Please. Go ahead, girl. Do your
I'm going
thing.
to answer from all angles.
Get hot when I hear about this
First
stuff.
of all, I did like your post.
Okay.
I loved it.
I thought it was, yeah.
literally on Facebook, I did like your post.
Oh, you showed this. Oh, excuse me.
And I'm not saying that Peter is not solely responsible, though. I just feel like it's to the point now you cannot put that blame completely
Yes.
on him.
Oh, no, no,
If
no.
you're gonna say that he's bad, you need to say that these girls are nasty.
No,
It
yeah.
is the same thing.
Nasty word.
Now, for me, since I'm the parental representative up here this week, for me, I just feel like something like this is happening late teens, early 20s. I'm gonna even give you a stretch and say almost 30s.
Almost.
Let's say to the almost 30s. I'm not saying it makes it better, but the excuse, the plausible excuse that we'll use is you don't really know yourself, you're still
Right.
maturing, this is probably a high school or college relationship that's
Right.
trickled down into
Right.
your adult life, and you don't know how to really separate yourself from your new reality to what you've been accustomed to
Right.
for these years.
Yes.
So I've seen situations where there are 2 girls pregnant at the same time, or
Oof.
you are in love with 2 different people. And I've also seen situations where there was a man completely in love with 2 different women.
As
Exactly.
have I.
I
I've
mean,
seen it.
I've literally seen it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. So I understand, and I'm not saying that you cannot be in love with 2 different people, but like your friend Eve said, a man or a woman, because I'm not just gonna say men. I know women that's completely in love with 2 men, and you have to know that both men bring something different to the table.
Yeah.
I could be in love with person A because he's family oriented. I could see a future with him.
Yeah.
We could build a life together. For me, that's my sense of stability. And then on the flip side, here goes person B, where I know that it's going to take us a lot to get to that point of stability, but we have fun together. We have
Right.
a great time together. We're cool. We've always had this connection. So different people are always going to bring different things to the table. I do feel like you can be in love with 2 separate people, but I can't look at a situation with Tara, Peter, and Amina and really sincerely feel like he's in love with both people. I feel like Peter is only right now caring about himself.
Yeah.
From what everyone has said in the situation, he is a great father, which hats off to him. I don't know how he does it. Honestly,
Was
with
it
as many
23 kids now?
as many children as he has, I don't understand how he does it.
Yeah.
But as a woman now, I'm gonna speak on both of them. As a woman, for Tara, because for me, like everybody else up here, for me, Tara's the dumb one.
The dumbest.
The people that sit here and they're condoning like, oh, she had him first. He has children that's between the age right now of
Her
infant
children.
to 15. No, please. I'm talking about from infant to 15 that are not Tara's kids.
Yes,
So
he
you
does.
keep telling everybody you've been with this man for 15 years. He has children before Amina's kids.
And with you.
And
I'm
your
not
kids.
even worried about her kids. We
Kids.
know that. She does it for the kids. We know she has
She
them.
does it for the
I'm talking
kids.
about the other kids that have been here since 2001 to present day 2016.
And he's
There
had
are
babies
other
on her.
children.
He's
That's what
had
I'm
babies
saying.
on her.
There's other children outside of Amina's children that he's had as a result of your loving relationship. So you've allowed this to go on for 15 years, and like everyone has said, it's now gotten to the disrespect where not only is he just having kids and coming back home to you, he's married someone. I don't care how you slice it, whether it's for papers, just for money, if it's for the show, if it's for anything. You have to sit back and think. In 15 years, he didn't even think about
He
that.
didn't even
He
think.
cheated on me all these times. I accepted him all these times. I have 2 kids all these times, and you still didn't think.
We gotta call her.
Amina's calling us right now.
He still didn't get. He didn't even think about to get down on one knee for you.
Please.
Call her, you're live. It's the perspective.
Cat.
Hey, what's up? It's Luck.
What's going
Hey,
on, Luck?
Luck.
Hey, this question's for the ladies. Do you guys give a man a time limit to propose to you?
A time limit?
Internally, yeah.
Huh?
A time limit, like an ultimatum?
Like, for instance, you're in a relationship for, let's say, 5 years. Because you said there was somebody that was in a relationship for 15 years. So let's say you're in a relationship for 5+ years. When do you, like, cut it off?
For me, this is Vanessa speaking, but for me, I will say this. I'm not expecting to give any man a time limit, but
Okay.
I feel like, especially now, 30s and up, I don't think it's going to take a substantial amount of time to know if I want to spend the rest of my life with somebody. I know I want to be a wife. I know I want more children. I know what I expect out of a relationship. So marriage is ultimately my goal. I, Vanessa
Okay.
Dominique Cadet, personally do not have 15 years to waste on any man.
Oh,
right
no,
now.
no,
And
no,
I don't
no,
care
no.
how great or horrible you come. I just know that for me, that's not my intention. So while I might not be sitting here telling you, hey, babe, if you don't propose to me in 2-3 years, it might not work. In my mind, I know come a certain time, I'm going to fall back and I'm going to really sit back and reevaluate our relationship and see what is it that we're lacking that you can't see me as your wife, or why am I staying here as you have not made me one?
Yes.
I'm not going to continue sitting here busting it wide open, having babies, playing
Word.
wife, doing all these things that a wife would do, and I'm still being sat here called your girlfriend.
Yep.
If even
Would
that,
you break
if they
up with
even
him?
address me as such.
Would you break up with him?
For me, again, I'm not speaking for them. For me,
You can speak for me. You can speak for
well,
me.
for us,
You
okay.
can speak for me.
But
Speak for
I
me.
personally, I do not see myself staying in a relationship 5-6 years. I don't see myself sitting in a relationship 5 or 6 years, and there's no plans for marriage in sight.
After year
I'm
two,
not me. I'm not doing it.
After year 2,
Year
love,
two?
this is Stephanie Pascal de Walsh speaking. After year 2,
Year
if you
two?
do not know that you don't see you marrying this woman or this guy, then there's a possibility that after year 3, 4, and 5, you won't either.
Yeah.
I don't feel like, no, but listen,
Sorry.
I'm not in my 20s anymore. I'm not saying I'm a glum one, but I'm not in my 20s anymore. I also have no desire to be sitting here popping out babies at 45 years old.
Oh my
I want
God,
a
girl.
family. I want to build with my husband before all that even happens. So if right now at 30 years old, I'm going to be with a man for 5 years as just your girlfriend, and we have no direction of marriage, there's no reason for me to wait for 6 and 7.
And you move
We've
in
had
with the
all
The,
this
the reason why I asked that, because I have 2 friends of mine who are actually older than me, and they were in a relationship for actually between 10 and 12 years.
I'm
And then
sorry,
they
you said
proposed and
what?
they're
10 or
married.
12 years.
10 or 12 years, he don't want to marry her.
Listen, I know someone personally, very personal to the situation. I know somebody that was a girlfriend for 12 years. They got engaged. They got married. By the 1-year anniversary, he cheated. I'm not wasting 12 years of my life. Come here, 13. We planned this big elaborate wedding, and then you're cheating on me right then and there. Like honestly, at some point, it doesn't matter if it's a financial issue or whatever. You don't have to have a big elaborate wedding if you think it's going to be a financial
Yeah.
thing. But I just feel like we're not going to wait till we're 37 to be like, you know what, let's finally do it. What have we done? What have we not done in the past 7 years to make you see that we can be married? What haven't we gone through?
I can't even speak. I'm just shaking my
You know
damn
what,
head.
love?
Like, I'm shaking my head. 12 years?
You know what I would ask your friends? What do you think that you would lose from this man or the woman that you feel like you have to stay with them all this time?
You know what it is? Men are dumb.
Like, do you know?
So, you know what it is?
Oh my
they
God.
think
Oh my
that
gosh.
they
Wow.
think that when they get married, the freak train's gonna come by and all these hoes is gonna want them. They gonna miss out on. Don't nobody want y'all.
But you know what?
Y'all not missing out on nothing getting married, because at the end of the day, you always gonna come back to that girl. You know what it is? You need her to leave you for you to understand.
No,
and y'all are
in
dumb.
the 12 years, she left him a few times. In the 12 years, there's something that he or she feels like they'll miss out on for them to continue to stay and to not put their foot down and to actually feel that you deserve to be proposed to, that you deserve to be a wife.
I agree.
If you don't feel that you are deserving of such, you will stay there
for
forever.
12 years.
And the possibility of her losing the man is probably greater than
her
fulfilling the dream of her to be married, and that's a problem.
She never
You guys don't
required
even
within
divorce.
those 12 years for him to propose to her, because men are dumb. So normally it's up to the woman to require that of you.
Absolutely.
Like, I hope you don't think that I'm going to be sitting here for 12 years with my hands bare.
She's talking to someone.
You must not
12?
know. 12 years?
12
You know how many presidents that is?
12 is a long time.
He must not
It is
want
a
to
long
marry
He doesn't
her,
want to
though.
marry her.
He doesn't
No,
want to marry
or
her.
But it
he's
doesn't-
not.
that-
No,
but it
no, but
doesn't
as
mean
women,
exact that,
we have a problem as women not accepting the fact that that's not what the man is ready for.
I agree
That's
with
on,
that.
it's not just on the man. As a woman, if you see that this man, if I am dating Jeff, we do not date. If I am dating Jeff, okay,
Put your
5,
hands down,
6,
Jeff.
7, please, 5, 6, 7 years, and I see Jeff is not making any movements. Isn't how much am I supposed to pull out of you? If I feel like I'm doing everything that I need to as a girlfriend to show you I'm prepared to now be your wife, and you're still not even inching towards this, then as a woman, like, we need to learn how to fall back.
So you would break up with him?
Yes,
I would.
because you
I
know
would
what?
break up
As,
with
him. That's not even a
as a
question.
woman,
I would leave.
I feel like
It's not even a
that's it's also an insecurity thing. There's definitely more women out here than men. So you find somebody that you think is semi-okay, you're going to deal with his bullshit or whatever the case is. No, you have to know that if that's what you're wanting from someone, you have to learn to fall back. Because if he's not ready for that, it doesn't matter how much pressure you put down this man's back. He's still going to cheat. He's still not going to be ready. He's still not going to propose. He's still going to introduce you as his girlfriend at the next function that you guys are at together. You're not going to be his wife. If that man is not ready to get married and to accept the fact that before God, family, and friends, this is my woman, it's not gonna happen. It doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter how great you cook, how good you clean, how mean you walk in your shoes, how you busting it wide open every third day. It doesn't matter.
You know what, too?
It doesn't matter.
I have a cousin. He actually has 3 kids by his woman. He's been with her for 12 years. And and we ask him all the time, why won't you marry this woman? And he actually was like, I don't see her as a wife because I watch her how she moves and she doesn't step up to the plate how I would want her to as a wife, so I keep her as a girlfriend.
I keep telling people this though.
At least he kept it real.
No. But as a parent,
that was real.
No, it's not real because as a parent now, I'm gonna tell you, it does not matter. I'm not saying that the whole state of marriage is not sacred. You're saying that again in front of God, family, and friends. So I'm gonna assume my first marriage is my only marriage. But this is 2016. People get divorced and get married in the same year.
Yeah.
If you don't think for 1 second that having a child with somebody is scarier than marrying them, there's something absolutely wrong. And you don't need to be a parent or a wife.
Yeah.
Because
That's
being
big,
married to somebody, you are stuck with that person for at least 21 years. And if the child decides to be an excellent student, that's a good 23.
I still call
And
my
then
mother.
after that, 23 years, guess what? At that time, you're like, oh my God, I've already known this person for such a long time. Now we might as well just be cordial for the kid. You're going the rest of your life attached to this person that you were never able to see as a wife, as this, that, and the third. You have 3 children now. You're never getting away from that.
Oh, never.
You're never getting. You have 3 children with 1 woman, but you can't see her as a wife. Then you see her as a death sentence.
He's kind of wild. He's kind of wild for even getting that far to having 3 children with her. So he's kind of wild. He's kind of wild too.
Kind of.
He's kind of like, come on.
Yeah.
At that point, you'd be like,
I agree.
after child number 2, like, come on, bro.
Let's just do
But
this.
he says he loves her and all that stuff like that. But honestly,
You don't love her enough.
Before you go, I would ask your friends, do you value yourself as a wife? Ask the, and whatever their answer is, like, do you value yourself enough to stand for yourself and say, yes, I want to be a wife? If that is the case, please leave your husband. Please leave your boyfriend.
My only thing is that after a certain number of years, you're either moving forward in a relationship
Yes.
or you're moving backwards.
Exactly.
There's but so much time that you need to figure out whether or not you want to marry this girl or not. And I'm more than most women are ready way before the man. Way before the man.
Which
But
always
we're
happens.
patient
Yes.
because we love y'all. And we stay. However,
We have a second caller. We got a second caller. Caller, you're live. Caller, you're live. Luck, you still there?
However, eventually you have to ask yourself, it's okay if you two are not on the same page of marriage. That's fine because that's reality.
Yeah.
But you have to say, you know what? We are not on the same page. I want to get married. You are not ready.
Yeah.
And that's okay. We don't have to be together. Like,
And
don't get
what
it
I
twisted.
said women are afraid of.
Right.
Like, guys make
Yeah.
it seem
And-
like you're so bad for leaving this man for wanting to be married.
No.
But no,
Don't
I'm
throw
not
that
so
damn
bad for
card.
leaving because that's what I want, and I'm not gonna force
Exactly.
you into something
That you don't want.
ultimately do not want.
No one will stand for your
We got a caller.
standards but
Caller,
you.
you're live?
Right.
Caller.
You sure we got to call?
Caller, call back.
No one is going to stand up for you but you.
Exactly.
No one is reading your mind. And if the man tells you he is not ready for marriage, please do not think you can change his mind.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. He's already, when guys make up their mind, they make up their mind.
And this is the thing
that's
with
it.
Tara, she allowed this man to do this
15
to
years
her.
is crazy. 15 years
That
is
is
crazy.
the craziest
15
things
years
I've
is
ever heard of my
15
life.
years and how many
15.
children?
But I do feel he's more connected with Tara.
You know,
I
Liz,
really do.
He's more connected with her because he has more time with her.
Yes.
No.
I really do. I really do.
I agree. I think he is.
I don't feel like he's more connected to Tara.
I think he's
I
more
feel like his thing with Tara is the fact that she continuously takes his shit.
That's
So
why
he knows that he
he
always
married her.
has someone to
Yeah.
go back to. He's
Always.
comfortable
Why
with
marry
Tara.
the one that's going to stick up with everything?
He knows that
That's
at the
true.
end of the day, it doesn't matter what he does. He can have 15 more kids.
Yep.
He can wait another 15 more years, and she's still going to be there.
And then why would a man want to marry that anyway?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, your wife is this figure of standards and class and someone that's like, you know what? This is, after all the hoes I done ran through, this is my wife. Tara is not that girl.
Some people are so addicted to the drama.
Yes.
Or yes.
Some of their relationship is, all they know
All
is the
they know
drama.
Nothing.
So when
But
things
it-
go well,
They don't know what to do.
They're like,
don't know what to
What-
do.
what the hell is going
What
on
happens?
here? Like,
Things
it's,
are calm?
It's peaceful
Yep.
here.
And it's
peaceful.
sad that Tara has actually convinced herself
Yeah.
that it's Peter.
Yeah.
She has convinced herself that it is Amina.
Yeah.
While you
just feel
stand there confidently on the couch, pregnant and willing to give birth another life that you're going to continue on for years and years and years, and still can look at the man in the face, invite him to your apartment. They don't have enough respect for themselves to even wear a condom.
And the girl, she was just like, he knows
on.
everything that goes on with my body.
He knows it first.
Oh my God.
I'm watching the show like
That was
this.
a, obviously
it
that
gets
was a
even
shot.
worse.
Obviously that was a shot.
No, but it
But-
gets
and that's
even
the point I'm
worse.
saying.
Like,
Listen,
that's
at the end of the day, you're still
despicable.
just the child's mother. That is his wife.
Wife.
Mhm.
No matter
That is
what the
his-
reason.
It doesn't
Yup.
matter, as I said before, it doesn't matter what his reason was for marrying Amina. This girl came into his life. She swooped his heart. She grabbed his sentence, and she became
has
Mrs.
the
Pinky.
last name.
She
They
became Mrs.
signed the
Pinky.
papers together.
It doesn't matter how you slice it. And like I said, Taurus is safe haven. He knows that it doesn't matter what he does to this girl. She's going to allow the disrespect. She's always going to take him back. She's going to be there like the doormat she's been for the past 15 years. And that's all she is. She's a tool.
Let me ask you a question, Jeff.
Hmm.
If Peter Guns were you,
What?
right?
What?
And you had these two women, what would be your reason to not have married Tara?
There was probably, more than likely, there was something that he did love in her, and there was something that he didn't love about her. That's why 15
No, you,
years.
you.
Yeah,
Like, what would
me,
have been
me
like for
personally,
you?
that's why 15 years would have went by. There was probably something I didn't like about her, or something I didn't see in her. You, hello?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes. What's going on, caller?
Having a little problem. Hold on.
All right. So there would probably been some traits that I would have not liked about her, and that's why. And me, I don't like to waste time either. So 15 years, that's kind of wild.
What
so
he's
I do
about,
agree.
kind
So,
of.
so I do agree. When it comes to time, I do agree with you guys. I
Well,
do
he's
what
a
you-
bum, so
but
he
he's
has
ca-
nothing to-
He's
you know.
came onto the point where he can't. He feels like he doesn't want to hurt both of them, and
He's
and that's a lot of
hurting.
a lot of
Can I
problem.
ask an audience?
No,
Yeah.
that's not.
An audience question.
Hold on. And that's a lot of that's what happened to my friend too. He got into a point. He got so stuck like he doesn't want to hurt neither.
Someone's gonna get hurt.
So
But how are
he
you
said
not?
he said he was gonna keep it long lasting. He's gonna try to keep both of them happy until nobody gets.
But
until,
your friend's situation is completely different
Yeah.
because your friend doesn't sound like, and I could be wrong, but he doesn't sound like the two girls knew about each other. It sounds like
Yeah,
he
they
kept
didn't
it
know about-
very
yeah, he kept it
separate,
very
and he
separate.
equally gave them,
What
according to
they-
him,
what
what
they
they expected of their
in time.
relationship.
As for Peter,
Peter is hurting these girls. Well, you mean to tell me when he married Amina, she wasn't hurt?
themselves.
When Amina found out that Tara was pregnant again, she wasn't
but
hurt.
he
so he can't
but one
say
thing I
that
give him,
he
he's
does not.
very remorseful for
not
every.
remorseful.
Yes, he is. He
Remorse?
The guy. Every time he's talking on his own commentary, he feels like shit. He's like, "Damn, yo, like I did it again."
That's a
like,
defense
even
mechanism.
even
No,
like,
it's not.
That's
Because
a
he straight
defense
up says,
mechanism.
he'll straight up post a picture. It'll be, I love you, me, and then it'll be like this. At the end of the day, my kid is coming. I'm happy. Does that like even the comments? No. Even it's disrespectful.
I would like to ask Curie his thoughts because he's shaking his head back there in frustration.
Oh, we have an audience. We have an audience member today.
matter of fact, if you want to come up, man,
Look
if
at
you wanna
that.
come up.
Please do.
Mr. Bay.
Got Carrie to the audience.
I
I mean,
don't
Carrie from the
buy
audience.
his shaking my head.
I don't buy it either.
Nothing.
I don't buy it either, and I don't want to hear it.
First of all, I would like to say Peter Guns is a Bronx icon. That's one. Shout
A Bronx
out
icon.
to Corey Guns, and I want to give $1 for my Lord and Savior, Cardi B.
The Bronx.
I mean, from a Bronx mentality,
Oh no. You better
Outta
stop.
here.
It's a borough thing.
No. You better cover all mentality from a Bronx mentality, from a
You wanna-
boyfriend
should we
mentality.
switch seats?
No, we
No?
good.
Okay.
I feel like Peter, he was a celebrity. Then he fell off, and then he got back on celebrity with VH1, and these girls are drawn to him. So him as a single man, how could he say no if they not saying yes either?
He's a married
He's a
man.
married man.
Well, he wasn't married then.
He
though.
was with
Yes.
someone for 15 years. That's not single. Oh, okay.
She knew the game
Yeah,
too.
wait. I'm sorry. You just said.
I agree.
So if your
She knew-
girlfriend,
She knew the game.
She knew the game too. When you marry rappers, basketball players, baseball players,
You know the game.
DJs.
you're not gonna be the only girl. Cause every night they go on the road, every night they go to
But
parties.
Peter Guns hasn't had a hit since 1994. And maybe his face is recognized,
He's
but
been on
when
the
he
show.
came on the show, he came on the show that
That
first
mess.
season with he was married to Amina. That first season they came on the show, that's when Tara found out that Amina was the
He
wife.
wasn't
Amina-
married. He wasn't married the first time. Amina was even in the picture the
Those
first season.
girls-
Yes,
was
she was.
married.
She came on the show.
The
She
first
got
season.
married.
Hold
They
on.
came on the season married.
When they came on the season when Amina finally was introduced, that's when they was married. But remember, their first whole season was a whole back and forth between.
No,
No,
you're wrong.
they were married for
No,
a while.
that
They
first
just-
season that we learned about Peter Guns and Amina,
Oh, he was married.
They
He was
were
married,
married
okay.
because she came and said, "I'm his wife." Put that
And
thing
put
right
the
on that table in front of Tara.
But see, what
Showed
y'all
the
forgetting
tattoo.
to realize is they chose the fame and the money over.
You're right.
So let me
Over
ask you a
love.
question. I asked Jeff the same question. I'm not sure if he answered it. But if it was you being in Peter Gunn's position, why would you have married one and not the other?
That's a good
The
question.
one who I had the kids with first, I would have married. Those other girls, they would have never got that far.
Yeah.
So why do you think he never married Tara? Or Tara?
Tara never put herself in the position to get married.
I know that's. You know what? I know that's
Dropped
right.
another bomb.
I know that's right. Never, no matter how many babies.
And what position should she have put herself in?
She
for her?
chose the money and the fame over. Like, these girls were regular girls before he got on the show.
She definitely was in that basement in Queens.
Thank
I seen
you.
that first season where he bumped his head.
Once they all look for the come up. Like, oh, I'm gonna get rich. I'm gonna get up.
Now they in a nice little condo up in New Rochelle.
I'm gonna
Continue.
get a
together.
All
I'm gonna
three
get
of them.
Nice little happy family.
One
over
getter.
there.
I'm gonna be a designer now. I'm gonna open my own store. Now they all look for the come up, so they chose the come up over them.
Nah,
So
it's bad.
them being hurt that he never married them, they just seeing the money go, getting split apart. That's what it was. Tara had the money first. Tara had the money first in the
She
beginning.
even
But
have a
she
good
didn't
weave
have-
until
she
this
didn't-
season.
She definitely
But
didn't
that's
have
what
good
makes me
bundles.
upset because with their situation, I feel like with the ATL cast and then this cast, it's a lot different because these people from New York, they're still struggling like the rest of us. Like,
Yes.
Yup.
we already know people not really balling in New
ATL
York
living
unless you did-
lavishly. They all
like,
living
you're
lavishly.
not
Oh.
balling on the New York cast. So, like they said, on the first season, Tara was legitimately in someone's basement, not
She
even the
worked
high school.
like a regular
So
9 to
I
5. Yeah.
I'm not discrediting what you're saying, but what I am saying is I don't think it's the money. I literally feel like Steph said, it's a competition between the women
Yes.
more so
But
than
why
it is
is
about
it the competition?
No,
Listen,
that's what we don't
That's
know.
you
women's-
go, all right, you
yeah.
living
That's
in
a
the
girl
basement.
That's what
thing.
no, that's what we don't
living
understand.
in the basement, right?
Yes.
Living in the basement. This man is getting checks and checks and checks from VH1. Then another girl comes. Now you gotta cut checks in half. Now you splitting checks. You don't even want the girl to be there no more. Once she got the abortion, you thought she was gone, but now she got pregnant again. Now the checks getting cut.
But when
out
she
again.
had he didn't think she was gone. Now from a behind the scenes view, shout out to the source, but from a behind the scenes view, she had determination, but they were never not together.
They were together.
A lot of the stuff is they probably don't put it out there, but they're very much still in a relationship. He manages her business.
Yeah.
They are together every day.
Yeah.
And in her mind, she had determination because they were at a shaky place, but they never got divorced, nor were they seeking divorce. And every time she would bring it up, he would turn it down. So he never thought that
She
her
got
having determination was
I agree.
because they were not going to be together. He told her he didn't want her to.
She got determination based off the fact that I don't want to bring a child into this mess. And I will respect, that's your decision as a woman. I respect it. Her getting pregnant again is clear competition with
Tit for
Tara.
tat.
Yeah,
It's
tit
tit
for
for
tat.
tat. And it's
And
unfortunate.
she said that. She said
did.
it.
And it's unfortunate because now children are being involved.
See, here's the
That's
thing,
the worst part
Here's the
to me.
thing with some women that I don't understand. A lot of the times, like, women do the back and forth thing, like, one up on you, one up on me. There's a certain kind of validation that women get.
Yeah.
Like, women who haven't been exposed to true love, that how kind of piece,
Yeah.
and to really, like, self-love and care.
Self-worth, yeah.
There's some kind of, like, inner validation that they get to know he chose me or he's not
Yeah.
doing this to you, and it becomes stronger. That's why women fight. That's why they bicker, because
But those
it's
hoes
almost
the
like
grandfather didn't know.
Yeah.
Those
Right.
No, yeah, these
What-
girls.
yeah.
But Amina is young. She in her 30s. She's not that young.
But
She's
y'all,
not that
I
old.
thought y'all
She's
was saying that the marriage
Sorry.
was the validation. That
I'm not
Amina
saying it's
no,
about-
she
No,
got
no.
married before she knew about Tara.
It's not
Okay.
it's
It's
not
the
the
baby.
validation. What I'm saying
baby,
is that
yeah.
that is a clear indication that Tara should have fell back, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. We've all been in long relationships where you just feel like breaking up is like the end. Like, oh my god, and now with this
Yeah.
person, we get it. So I'm not saying that it would have been easy. However, once he married this woman,
That's
if you
it.
chose to accept other children, I don't know the dynamics of your relationship. If you got past him having other kids because at the end of the day you felt like he was coming home to you, that's your business. But when he turned around and disrespected you to the point where now he's made someone his wife, and you've been here for all these years, it's like what is it that
What
she
does he have
did
to-
in
yeah.
5
She
seconds
probably
that I
dealt
did in
with
15?
she probably dealt with 10 Taras.
No,
before
but
that.
no, that's what
No.
I'm saying. No, that's what I'm saying. But the fact that he turned around and married Amina,
exactly.
Tara as a woman,
Yeah.
you
No,
should have
Amina,
you should have fell back. You should have fell back
All
because this is
the
not
way back.
if babies is what you were accepting. If all the time, no, but seriously, because
Yeah.
I don't know your level of crazy. If babies is what you're accepting, and then he turns around and goes, "Let me see if you can handle this," and marry someone,
And you still took it?
And
Come on.
a guy who was about that life, if he has the opportunities to have both, he
Will
until
have
his
both.
dying day.
And he is having
He
both
is
because
having
now
both.
She's
they're
accepting
baby
it.
swapping. They're baby competition.
and
And
then
they're both
she feels
proving.
like
They
no,
have
but
full-
for,
he
for
has
Tara,
evidence
she feels
that
like
it's possible.
she feels like Mina might have had the one up on marriage, but guess what? He's still sleeping with.
And
No.
now the girls are having one. Well, you're not gonna have his last baby. I'm gonna have his last baby. You're not gonna have his last baby. I'm gonna have. That's what the competition is.
Meanwhile, his daughter's
That's
sitting
how I
there,
saw it.
And his daughter is
That's
sitting
what I
there
saw. Me.
bawling, crying, like why? And these women just look like fools.
I just feel bad for the kids though.
The
Yeah,
kids.
the kids is
It's
at the end of the
terrible.
day, yeah.
That is the worst
It's so
thing.
complicated. Number one, like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you would hope
Shout out
that
to
the
Corey.
children, you would hope that the children grow up as brother and sisters, but it's just so complicated. Like you now put these children and expose them to something completely different. Like the scrutiny they're
like-
gonna
They
get
don't
from the
deserve-
public.
they don't
It's like
deserve
What? They
oh,
do
this
not
is the
deserve
baby
it.
for
Do
the-
not
like
deserve
it's
it.
just it's too much.
And you know that Tara, that baby was born. She called that baby Gunner.
Come on.
And what about Amina? Her daughter's name is Corey.
Come
Yeah,
on.
like
You guys are even running out of names.
it's
a circus.
nonstop.
Because you know what? Too? A lot of times people name
It's a circus.
something or the dog or like the kid of attached to the person that they're with to keep the memory around.
Yes.
Because if the
Yes.
person goes away, as long as they still call you by the name, they still got that memory in the back of their head. I
Yes.
find it to be like very. I don't understand. Like, I really don't get it. And it's unfortunate. Ladies, you have to love yourself enough to know that you do not have to stand for the nonsense. There are other fishes in the sea.
They're damn sure
Trust me,
are.
they catch
there
them
is.
every single day and they put it on our market.
And you know what, honey? Even if you don't think there's other fish, you better start eating some lobster.
Word.
You don't eat fish.
Go for
Alright.
the steak.
Go for the
All
scallops.
right, guys. So as you've seen promoted
you
all
so
week, thank you, Kiri.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Kiri.
Kiri.
As you've seen that we've been promoting all week, we do have a guest today. Her name is Bam. Bam. You ready for us?
Yeah.
So we're gonna see.
Show her?
Nah, she's gonna sit right here.
Okay, cool.
Just want to thank you again for coming, being on the
Welcome.
perspective today.
Hi.
Thank you. So we do got Bam here, so we're gonna talk about some things with Bam. Hey, looking nice. By the way, I'm Jeff D. This is the first time we're actually meeting. Stephanie,
Hi. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Vanessa.
How are you?
MB's.
Stephanie.
So got about half an hour left, so she came just in time. So we're gonna go straight into it. We're gonna talk about what you do, what you've been doing, and your choice in career.
Well, I'm kind of a dancer right now because I actually started it like for fashion design to get into it to network. So basically, I'm just networking as I go along. And I've only been doing it for maybe 3-4 years now. And I've come in contact with a lot more industry people and more situations like this, other than girls who've been doing it, for 10 years or who is actually much older than me. They're not really doing much with themselves.
All right, so just for the viewers to know, name some places you've danced at, or.
Well, I've basically been all over the tri-state. I worked at Jersey Girls, Platinum Pleasures, Jaguars. It's now Lust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've worked at so many places, like just to go down the list. 718. That is actually in Queens. I worked at Heavens, Lit. Yeah, I'm all over.
All right, so this is the perspective. We're gonna go straight into it. We're gonna go into your experiences in however you want to call it, dancing, stripping, however you want to call it. Questions from the girls, questions from us. So we'll go right into it. I know.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How did you get into it? I know you said more fashion or whatever, but what was the deciding factor and what was that like? Like, what happened the day that you decided I'm walking in and I'm dancing?
Well, actually, I had a friend that actually danced, and she was actually we grew up together, basically had the same life stories or whatever. And she just started dancing and brought me out with her one night, and the first night that I actually went out, it was terrible. I literally went out and I said, I'm never doing this again. And I don't know, I tried to go out by myself. I tried a little spot, like maybe 6 months later, went out with another one of my friends, and it was actually kind of fun because it was small. It wasn't a big place, and I wasn't thrown into the wolves, and it's just different when you already know what you're getting yourself into.
Okay. That's not bad.
I was at your first time, like, were you like one of those frequent? I feel like strip clubs are like a thing. That people go out in groups, we go to parties, we have females.
Yeah,
males,
no, now
gender.
it definitely that's definitely the period and age where you have trap music and all this other stuff that's going on and hustling and all that other crap.
No, but were you heavy? Like, were you like a frequent strip club goer, or this was just like, oh my god, I've never been to a strip club?
No, this is literally for fashion design. That's
Oh,
it.
okay.
That's the music videos, people that I've spoken to, the directors. I make sure the first conversation is, why I'm here, is fashion design. There's no needing money, no to support my child, and I think that's completely wrong. Like, if I did have a kid, I honestly don't feel like your morals should be in a strip club, ass naked. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
That's interesting.
I don't know.
So you strip to do the fashion design. Why do you feel like that's gonna get your way into fashion design as opposed to going to like FIT or like?
Oh no, I was actually in school, but
Oh, okay.
I know people who actually got their masters and did nothing with it, and now they work at a car dealership. So school for fashion and art means absolutely nothing.
Right. Okay.
What Oh shoot, the question just fell right out of my mouth. What kind of fashion are you promoting? Like, is it like you do like design clothes? Or
Yeah,
is it
I'm a
like,
fashion designer,
Okay.
so I prefer to have my own brand, or
Okay.
you know, I don't really study American fashions because I'm not American, I'm Jamaican. So I study more European clothing and, you know, haute couture things and avant-garde. So I don't like ready to wear things that's like what we have on is ready to wear, you know, stuff you could just throw on. And that's not what I like to draw.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You're strictly into the design. You draw,
Yeah.
put the fabric together. Okay.
Draw,
So when you
sew,
meet
all
with
of
these
that.
people at the strip club, do you say, "Hey, here's my drawings," as you're like dancing? Like I don't know how
Right.
to
No.
correlate the stripping, because the connotation with stripping is that you're taking your clothes off, people are throwing you money. How can someone take that and then really believe in that you're a fashion designer if they're coming from the strip club? Like it's kind of like strippers. It's kind of like everyone is. It's like a hustle thing. So it's kind of like how is that correlated? Like I don't.
Because
the-
there's people that you meet and you don't have to dance on them, and you don't, you know, people can actually feel a real soul when you coming up to them. There's people who literally come up to me and tell me, you can carry a conversation, so they'll tip you just for that, and just to hear your story and just to know why you're here. That's, you know, more important to people, honestly. I'd rather be around those people than to be around the dumb little boys who think they're gonna come show out and take somebody home. I don't got time for that. That's a bunch of nonsense. I'm not here for that. As I said, you have to have a focus. And a lot of girls in the strip club do not have a focus. That's why I say they're older than me and still have not even walked on any set for anything.
You say you have a story. What's your story?
My story. Well, I don't want to talk too much about my personal life, but you know, it wasn't. My parents, they weren't too much of. That's just a title for them, actually. You know, they never
Got you.
actually had that role, and I feel like I had to raise my parents. So at this point in time, I'm just tired of raising them, and it's separate myself and do what I have to do and grow.
Do they know about what you do now? How do they feel about it?
Well, my father's 60 years old, and he told me to go get my money.
Wow. Wow.
You know, he said it in a slang way, but he told me that, so I don't know where that came from.
Wow.
And my mom, you know, she's seen my videos because it's actual MTV videos that I've been in. So my mom, she supports it. She doesn't.
That's great.
That's
I
great.
didn't have a problem with it.
How much money do you like?
I was gonna ask that next. Like, what are you taking home at night? Like, what's the?
Because since your goal is to get into the fashion industry, is there a certain amount of money that you're waiting for to like before you're like, okay, it's over,
Done,
like
yeah.
I'm no longer stripping, I got what I need for you to give that? Because I have known some strippers that's just like the money is like too good for me
That's
to
the
just,
reason why they can't.
Yeah.
They
you know,
stop.
they can't, you know, give it up.
Yeah, and those are the lost girls who came into it not knowing what they wanted to do with their lives.
Okay.
So, as I said, within 3-4 years, I've came in contact with directors, with people who work for MTV, and they all told me, whenever you need a helping hand, since you're not coming out and dancing as much anymore, let me know.
So that's what I'm saying. What does your fallback plan look like? Is it okay, I need to dance until I have a set $100,000 disposable income, or are you just gonna wait until you just feel like I'm ready, just completely only focus on designing and not having to go to these events? Like, I feel like I've established myself and my rapport enough with the people I want to get in contact with where I don't even have to go and have meetings with them.
Yeah,
in that type
there's
of setting.
never enough people that you can know within the industry. As I said, that's like an artist, a painter, a rapper. You have to have a network. It doesn't matter where they come from. You have to have a network, because if you don't have a network, you get nowhere. As I said, I've seen people with degrees and now they work at car dealerships.
So for you, it's more so until you feel comfortable with the network that you've created.
Either the network or just more research. I like to have my research and know what I'm getting myself into before I jump into anything.
Okay, so I mean, I'm just crazy. So when what do you? Okay, nowadays strippers are glorified.
Yeah.
These girls are all over the TV. It's a very strippers have become business women, movie stars, actresses, like reality show stars who turned like Nene was a stripper and now she's like Cardi B is the next big thing since a lot of people.
Shout out to Malaya.
No, that's what I'm saying. You being in the industry, like what bothers me is that I feel like people take it as it is something like, yes, girl, do that, make your money, and that's, you know what I mean? Like I don't like the fact that it's glorified. Because to me, I always felt like a stripper was someone that's your last resort when it comes to making money, because that's it. You have nothing else going on. Nowadays, people look at it as, yo, I'm a strip, and this is how I'm going to make my career and make my money. So what do you say to the way it's portrayed nowadays? Because you're young. You're a little young. You're in your 20s.
I'm 24,
right.
But I'm, as I said, I've been taking care of myself for a while.
Right.
My mentality,
Age is nothing but a number.
Right,
yeah,
right.
Definitely, because... Definitely.
I've lived. That's my excuse. I've lived.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. But basically, for people who want to either get into it or come near it, I tell them no, because
you tell them no.
Yes.
Okay. Why?
It's not something you would want to be involved in. At the end of the day, little girls do not want to know what goes on behind the scenes. I don't even want to know what goes on behind the scenes.
Right.
I'm not going to say my preference, but for me to be around men, creepy men all the time who's just trying to say whatever in the air, it gets bothersome. And
right.
A grown woman wouldn't want to hear that.
So you would actually deter somebody from, if I came to you like, listen, girl.
I would tell you, no, you don't. And I'm not going to tell you exactly why, but I'm going to tell you no, because you see all these girls with these butt shots, these fake boobs and all this. I've literally been doing this for 4 years, and when I first started, every girl that I basically started with does not look
the same.
They don't look anything like what they did when I started.
Right.
And
I did see you post a couple days ago, all natural. You was
that's the one thing that I literally take pride in, because I'm completely natural. I don't play that.
Okay, so this is my thing. If I say to you, I want to be a stripper, and you tell me, no, don't do it, I'm going to look at you like, you can't tell me no.
Like, how do you deter somebody when they see you? I mean, like you said, you're not your average stripper. You're not just out there doing things, busting wide open just for a piece of change. You're trying to make a business out of it. So how could you then deter somebody else that has the same kind of business mentality as you? Like, what kind of advice would you give somebody else that's saying that they have a whole business idea that they want to come with and they feel like this is their way to start?
I don't believe anybody when they say they have a business plan, because I've seen a lot of females who say, I want to do this, I want to wear makeup, I want to, like, it doesn't make any sense, because everybody wants to make makeup, everybody wants to be a rapper. That's not your true passion in life. That's just something to get money from. And they say money rules the world, but not really. Happiness does. And if you're not happy doing what you're doing to get to succeed where you need to be, you're nothing.
Are you happy doing what you're doing? I'm sorry. Are we twins?
Yeah, we're twins. Yeah.
I'm happy knowing that I'm striving for what I want to do and where I want to be. I may not be happy being around a bunch of creepy men, but that's why I don't do it as much anymore. Like, I'm sitting at home. I don't go out. I have a regular job.
So you're tapering off strictly.
Yeah,
because that's what I was saying before. I was like, because back in the day, like, if you were stripping, it was like low key.
No,
it's on the low.
It definitely was.
Yeah,
the sun
strippers
came down.
Parties now. Like, people are like, this person's gonna be here. Like,
this person's gonna be.
I'm gonna be at Lust tonight, or I'm gonna be at this.
Everybody goes.
That's how you promote events.
Yeah,
like,
sorry.
dumbest thing in the world. I don't understand. Like, no, seriously, I just don't understand why they do that. You're promoting stripping. Like, it doesn't make any sense. If you're not a promoter, why, as you said, stripping is glorified. And
it definitely is.
And to be one of those people who are so-called glorified, I don't understand it, because it doesn't make any sense to me. I would never want to, like, when I do have kids, my child is going to know.
Your child is going to know.
Yes, my daughter is going to know, but I'm gonna make sure she doesn't ever have to do that in her life.
Okay, but what if you have to strip to make sure she never has to do that?
Oh no, there is no what if. There's a plan behind
Okay.
everything.
I just don't want it to be like, I'm not even trying to like get at you or anything
No,
like that.
I
But it's kind of like,
appreciate it.
to me, if you stripping that money, sometimes I be watching it like, damn, yo, I gotta go to work, but these strippers is out here making like $4,000 a night. Like, that really irks my nerves. Don't get it twisted, my Lord and Savior. I'm not ever saying that this is the thing, I don't knock people that strip. But to me, if you about that life, be about that life. Don't be in that life. Be like, you know what? I just need to just strip here and there. But you know, I'm not really a stripper. No, you're a stripper.
You better be bringing racks.
And it better be like, if you're about that life, be about it. Don't just jump in it because it's the cool thing to do right now. Because that to me is corny.
That's what
That's what a lot of girls are doing. It's just cool right now.
And
it's corny
make
to me
sure
because
to let them know you don't want to be involved in it. Because once you get involved in it, you will change your whole life. You will change your whole body. You won't look the same, and you'll think you're cute.
And I feel like those jobs are what's
their
what's
butts
growing.
don't move.
I feel like bottle service or bottle hostess, whatever you want to call them, the bartenders, that's like
fake
the
strippers.
that's the first step. That's the first step before you start
now,
stripping.
I've never stripped, but if I were a stripper, I would almost feel a little bit offended because I've seen bottle service girls get tipped I've seen a girl dance on stage and she got maybe like it was like this
pennies
on the
to
stage,
the dollar.
and then the bottle service girl has money fine. Like, you taking money out of my pocket now because now these bottle service girls are so overly sexified. They on the flyers with.
That's one thing about that though. I don't even care about
because I know it goes on. I know it goes on. That
they literally they pay for their body. The
Starlets
owner
has
literally the owner pays for their bodies, and I really don't give a damn.
But what I'm saying is, so if you were, if I'm dancing at Starlets, and these girls, whether they have these ready-made bodies or they actually come this way,
they're not ready-made. You don't come with perky boobs,
titties in your neck.
Exactly.
But
you don't come with
money.
them like
guys are tipping these bottle service girls
the
better than the strippers.
The bartenders at Starlets are known on a certain night. Come see these bartenders, and their girls shaking their butts on these poles, but the guys sitting there looking at the bartenders. And my homeboy told me, he was like, "Well, I go to Starlets on Thursdays just for the bartenders." I'm like, "What?"
Not for the real girls.
I like this is my
this is my profession, or this I'm here because I'm a strip. Like, hello, I'm the person with more clothes up. That to me is just like.
I have a question for you. Is the female fan base stronger than the male when it comes to like strip clubs and like attention and stuff? Like, what is the
wow.
Who tips you the best? The women?
Who the top shatters?
Because I've been seeing some women just be kicking down doors to get into the strip
club. I see a lot more women going to the strip club.
Women go to the strip club to talk about the strippers. But you do have women who do come there with their boyfriends and they are trying to, show out and have a good time. And that's perfectly fine. But the ones that come there to talk crap, it's like, why would you come?
Why would you leave your house?
Exactly.
Get dressed.
Spend money.
Spend money. Get pretty. Just to sit by the bar, not even drink all night, and just to literally give every stripper the evil eye.
That's crazy.
That's
crazy.
It's weird. It doesn't make any sense to me. I would have stayed home in my bed.
I have a question. Have you ever been like asked like the dark side of stripping, like, yo, come back to the place, yo, let's go to the car, like, what is that? Because I know that happened, followed. Like,
no, I'm too stank to be followed. I'm sorry. That's one thing. No, I travel all over the place. I've trade public transportation to Connecticut, Jersey. I'm all over the place, so nobody has followed me, not once.
That you know of. No, but have you ever been like?
She said she's Jamaican. She got the Jamaican.
She got the machete.
She got the
machete in there first.
I got exactly. It must be my face, because honestly, the stuff that I hear that other strippers go through, or to where they're getting jumped, they're getting robbed.
Yeah, what have you heard? What about drugs? Like, what is the behind the scenes dark side?
Roofied, all that other stuff.
Yeah, I know. No, and not even strippers. I heard one of my normal friends went out to Buzz the other night.
That's crazy.
She said one of my normal friends.
Yeah, no, literally. They went out to Buzz the other night, and they said that the girl was acting kind of crazy, and they told her not to take the drink from some guy, and she started acting crazy after a while. So it doesn't matter if you're in a strip club or a regular club or a lounge. It doesn't matter where you're at. You always have those creeps.
I have a question. I know we have 1 minute left, but a lot of guys like Jeff, they always say like, "Oh, get some moves from them." Like, is is strip moves like really something to keep your man, or like won't make him cheat on you? Because that's the assumption that guys have in their head, that you can save a marriage by having.
I'm sorry. I don't. First of all, I don't even date men, so to ask me about man is just
Right.
crazy.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But I don't feel like you should have to act like a stripper just to keep your man.
Thank you.
Hold on, just repeat it.
My parents were
No, no, no,
married.
no,
I'm the only. First of all, I'm the
Yeah.
only guy in this cast,
You don't
so I'm
have
gonna
to-
act something like
Thank
that.
you.
You don't have to literally prance around your house like a stripper and walk around in heels and in a two-piece just to keep your man. If that's the case, then you don't need him.
Thank you.
I was the
You
only
heard
guy.
that,
in this,
Jeff?
I was the only guy in this cast, so of course I was gonna act something like that. But I want to ask you one more question about if you want about your relationship status, because I know you are you in a relationship right now.
Yes, I am.
How does that go with how does that go with the stripper? How did that?
Why are you whispering all of a sudden?
Like, speak
How,
up.
how does
Is she okay with it?
Is she okay with it? And how do you have that conversation telling them that you are a stripper?
Yeah.
She knows. She used to come and pick me up from the club.
Oh.
And
Hell to the
before we got together, so she used to come and pick me up, and like I was my girlfriend at the time.
Right.
Sort of.
Okay.
And now, she's a little bit older, so no, that's why I have to cut the
Oh,
Scale back.
she's shutting it down.
Stop saying shutting
Not
it down.
she's shutting it down.
She's giving her a
helping me.
reason
She's
to
giving
to
me that
pull out of
push
it, right.
because it's making me just look back and just what the hell is going on.
Right.
Like now when I go to the strip club, it's like I sometimes I just stand back. I just stand back all night and just look at everybody, and it's like they're out of their minds. Like,
Okay, last question. Sorry. What do you say to the young girl looking at strippers that are being glorified right now that's like, you know what? Once I turn 18, I'm going to get my butt done, my breasts done, and I'm going to start stripping. What do you say to that girl?
I tell you, you need to go home and love yourself.
Wow.
Because that's exactly what that means.
Thank you. That's all the time we have. Bam. Thank you
was
for
a
coming
good
by.
video.
That was
We
a
gotta
good
be here,
closer.
right?
Next week we're back on the Perspective.
Love
Full
yourself.
staff. Thank you, Bam, again for coming
Thank
through.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
She said, love
Thank
yourself.
you.
Earlier.